Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
City Builder is an easy expansion to talk about. This is obviously something on Kickstarter. I don't know that you'd put a lot of money up for this if you're buying this. First thing, you're going to get some player boards. It's not really needed for this game. What you're really going to be buying with this is those city cards, those builder cards that anybody can use, and you can only use so many of them, like 2 a game, and they'll give you a little bit of ongoing power. That's really all this is. It almost could have been included in the base game. It feels like it was cut out to make an expansion more than this expansion is necessary. This expansion is totally 100% unnecessary for this game. Now, if you have it and you want to play for it, I think that it's okay. I think it adds something to the game. I would probably use it every time. There's no reason not to. Get you another wrinkle of a decision to make. It's not a whole lot of extra complexity, but I can't see paying a lot of money for this. I can't see somebody saying, oh, this is missing. Let's pay more money for it, because you can totally play the first game without this and never come back to this and be fine. But if you have it, it works great. I think it goes in fine. It fits in. Doesn't add a lot of complexity. I think that's great, but I want an expansion. I want something that I feel like I need to have, and I don't here. I don't think it adds a whole lot of interesting decisions. I think some of these city cards are better than others, and it's quite clear when you're playing what you're going to need to go for, and it's okay. I like more, so it gives a little more of a positive to me. If you're somebody who played the base, you're like, this is a good game, it doesn't really need any more, then stay away from this, because a lot of what's in this box doesn't even add to the game, really, at all, except for what I'm speaking about now. So for me, it's going to be a purge. I'm not keeping the base game, which is fine. That means I would purge the expansion anyway. But in this case, I would almost say, like, I don't think it breaks the game. I don't think it's needless, but I think it's unnecessary. And I would say, don't search this out. This isn't something you have to get. But if you have it, go ahead and include it. It's a sticky situation. I hope that fine line makes sense to you, because it doesn't add a whole lot. There's really not much in this box, but it's fine if you want to add it in. So for me, it's going to be a purge. Your mileage may vary.
So let's take a look at the components in the expansion City Builder for Village and Villains. This will have a very busy looking box. I do not like the box art at all. Another black and white picture. You're going to get some wooden buildings, which are fine. You're going to get another set of mayor and angry mob cards. You're going to get these, which are fairly thick, actually. These are going to be like little overextended cards you're going to put on the table. Very big. Everybody can see it across the table, which is great. They're going to have these player mats, and these are hard cardboard. These are great. No problems with those. I don't think you really need them. You know, if you get the first player, you put it there, and the king's favor and the city tokens, I guess, go here. But you also notice maybe there might be some color issues, because this is yellow, but obviously this is orange. But there's orange. It kind of matches the border, but not really the color. That's the one that really stands out to me. But the components are fine. Actually, they're quite good for what you get in this box. Here are the rules for City Builder. You're going to get a black and white rule book. Actually, the paper is a little bit nicer than what you got in the first. Almost feels like a photo paper. It's still going to be printed in black and white. Everything you need is going to be on this page. On the back, you need a lot of rule variants and house rules, maybe different ways to play the game. If you so choose, maybe give you some different things, because the game is pretty flexible, but it gives you some different things to think about if you like variants. If not, you'll ignore the back of it. The rules are fine. It's not very much that you're adding to the game at all. So here's what we're adding. You're going to have a player board. Really just does nothing. Just eliminates the card that you have in the first one, and you just kind of a place to put your stuff if that's really what you want. You're going to get 2 cards that match the base game, so you can play a 6-player, get Angry Mob, and a Deputy Mayor. Nothing to see here. So here's why you would get this expansion. You're going to have these cards. You're going to put a number of these out based on the number of players. And these are additional buildings you can build. They do not count towards the end of the game. So let's take a look at one. City upgrade. Any phase. Use any VIN card and play without permission. If you want to build this, you take one of your 2 houses. You only get 2 of these in the game. And you put it here. The first one gets a little bit of discount. It's 0 to build the first one and a gold to build the second one. Then you'd have this power forever. Keeping in mind you only build 2. Pay 2 gold to recover your angry mob. So once you play it, you can pay 2 gold to get it back. It's 1 for the first person, 2 for the second person. Public Park has a high town value in the final scoring. 2 gold, 3 gold. So that kind of helps you out there. Oddquot system has a high town value, 1 and 2. You're going to have this card counts as a building card or a citizen card in your town. So this one will require and kind of end the game prematurely if you want to. 1 and 2. Once per game, you may draw 5 cards, put one in your hand, and put the rest on the bottom of the deck, 1 and 2. Add 1 to all your town defense rolls. This is a really good one, but since you're just rolling the dice and hoping for the best most of the time. You may increase the town value of a card in your town to 1, 1 and 1. You're going to have investment banking, gain 2 additional town value of the most gold, so this will be one where you try to save up the gold to do so. Gain 1 additional town value for every 4 gold, 0 and 1. Faith and loyalty, when the total defeat value of challenge cards in your town is 5 or more, you add 1 to your defense rolls. This is a freebie. Add 1 to all your recruit rolls, which is nice. You never roll the dice, getting a modifier is great. Whenever you hire a hero card, you may hire 1 extra hero card in the turn. Fantastic. So that kind of gets you to get those warriors in your warriors hall, 1 and 2. And when you hire a citizen card, you may an extra citizen card. And when you trade cards in hand, gold, the king's favor marker, or start marker with any mayor who agrees to your deal, allows you to bring a little trading in. Buildings cost 1 gold less. That's a very fantastic one. If the king's favor marker is in their town, you may roll it back to the recruitment pool, and so on. So these are just things that you can build. There's quite a few. You will not use them in every game. This is what you're buying in the expansion. So if you're looking to buy the expansion, this is really what you're buying. Everything else is just, unless you really want to play the game with 6 players.
Who should buy this game? Anybody who had the base game that really just wants an expansion, or you have to complete everything. I think the interesting decisions you get in this box are fine. It has to be cheap though, guys, because there isn't a lot in this box that you actually need or will use. Really just those city cards, and they're fine. It's just not going to add a lot to your experience. So I don't want you to pay more than $5 to $7 for this. I just don't feel like it's worth it. I don't feel like there's enough here. That player mat, I don't even need that. I mean, it's not very good. The little wooden houses are cool. I think that's neat. But everything else, this is kind of a pass for me. Absolute purge for me. I'm not going to keep the base game or this. And it's an unnecessary expansion. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel. Lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else, keep playing.